world around us is rapidly changing, and our job as educators is to prepare our students for the future. If we don't know what that future might be, what can we be doing to prepare them? We do know that one thing about our future is for certain, and that is that technology is here to stay. So why, when we look at our classrooms, do we still see the same old desks and chalkboards? If our workforce is advancing with technology, shouldn't we also be following? That is why I believe that our high school needs to take a step forward and go one-to-one with Google Chromebooks.
Introducing Chromebooks for Education, a simple way to bring the power of the web into the classroom, manage school-wide sets of hardware, and keep students focused. For instance, Chromebooks leave more time for teaching by booting up in just 8 seconds. That's less time than it takes to make a paper airplane. Even after entering sleep mode, they resume working immediately. And unlike most notebook computers, Chromebooks have a battery that lasts up to 8 hours. So even at the end of a long school day, they're still going strong. Built-in Wi-Fi and optional 3G allow Chromebooks to connect to the web anytime, anywhere. Chromebooks are also built around a web browser, which means everything is stored online. Students and teachers can simply log on to any machine to access their emails, documents, and personal settings. So there are no more excuses for missing or incomplete homework. Without the need for constant software updates and yearly re-imaging, Chromebooks make it easy to provide each student with their own computer. Schools can manage an entire fleet of Chromebooks with just a few clicks. Administrators can configure and manage computers and user accounts via a web-based console. They can also control which web apps and extensions users can add. Chromebooks stay up to date with the latest features and fixes, so IT managers can spend less time updating hardware and more time focusing on the important things. Integrated security provides multiple layers of protection that defends computers and the entire network from malware and viruses. The Chromebooks for Education program includes everything from the computers and operating system to updates, web-based management, and extended warranty and support from Google. At the end of the day, Chromebooks for Education enables schools to be more efficient in terms of classroom time, IT resources, and technology budgets, which ultimately leads to happier teachers, students, and parents.
The Google Chromebooks are also already equipped with many applications that students are already used to using. The student will be able to access their Google Drive, which will eliminate the need for U drives and will allow them to save anything, anywhere, anytime. They will be able to write papers using Google Docs, create stunning presentations using Google Slides, keep track of data and find statistics using Google Sheets, and keep track of their to-do lists using Google Keep. But the best part about Google Chromebooks is the collaboration that can happen outside of the classroom.
With Google Docs, presentations, and spreadsheets, you can actually use this real-time collaboration. And if you're not, well, you're not really using the product to the fullest.
So today, we're going to start with something you might know in Microsoft Office as track changes, but in Google Docs, we have suggesting mode.
This is the ability to type a change to a document which leaves the original text intact. This doc belongs to Debbie, but I have an alternative wording for this section here. If I highlight it and type in my alternative, Debbie will see the bit I've crossed out and my suggested changes.
Each time anyone comments on the document, as the owner of it, I'll get an email. On the document itself, each suggestion is tracked by an individual box on the right that will stay there until I accept or reject the suggestion.
By the way, if you save an Office document with track changes, they will appear as suggested edits in Google Docs, and vice versa.
When we write scripts, each contributor's sense of humor is unique. Suggested edits allow us to see who chimed in and with what. It allows transparency into what's changing.
Sometimes, instead of offering a suggestion, it's much better just to make a comment. You add one by highlighting the section you want to comment on and then click the comment icon. Or you can go to Insert and Comment, or Command Option M. Once again, a box is created on the right-hand side.
Suggested edits and comments are both useful in slightly different ways. Suggested edits can be accepted and replace text, so they're ideal if you have a change in wording. Comments can be used to prompt a change rather than a suggestion of wording itself. And of course, if you need clarification on either, you can reply directly in the box and the person who created it will get an email notification.
And comments can be formatted to add extra emphasis, so bold, italicized, and strike through are all applicable there. If you put a star on both sides of the word, it will be bold. And the same goes for underscores to make text italic, and dashes to strike through text. You can specifically target a comment towards a particular person. If you type plus, a list of email addresses will come up, or you can type any address. If the person doesn't have permission to comment, you can adjust how the file is shared on the drive here. You can decide who you want to be able to comment or edit it.
To reply to a comment, just click on the box and type your reply. We use this to solve tricky problems or several people have an opinion on how to solve it. Comments work just not in docs, but in sheets and slides too. When there's a comment on a cell in a sheet, you'll see a yellow triangle. In slides, you can only comment on the whole text box and not on words or subsection within that text box.
When the whole team chimes in on a document, there's always the chance that someone might delete something crucial.
We collaborate across several teams here at Google and often have up to 10 Googlers working on something like an email template.
Luckily, any significant changes made to the document is recorded in what's called revision history.
Go to File and Revision History and you can step back and forth over all the versions of the document. If a section has gone missing, I can go back, find it, copy it, return to the latest version, and paste the missing section back in. Or I can just click that timestamp and revert completely back to that version. I love the assurance that revision history offers.
We can't wait till we have Google Chromebooks.